We coming for you, nigga. We coming for you, nigga. We coming for you, nigga.
Big Mark. Big man.
Welcome to Monday night. Out by the fire. Foul mouths got your desire. Your foul mouth cannon, the plier, multiplier, confetti, Betty. The motherfucker machete, ready to get these motherfuckers steady. Ready. Coming to you live from New York. It's CONTINENTAL.
Ah, yeah, baby. Monday night, baby. Monday night. What is up to the people in the world out there? 420 to everybody out there. Gang, gang. Gang, fucking gang. Gang, gang. A lot to talk about tonight, guys. There is a lot of weird shit going on, man. A lot of weird shit going on as far as, I mean, listen, we got sports on the docket for tonight, right? Mr. Federico, what's going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Do me a favor and hit that like button for me, please. If you're here now live with us, or you are watching this on the replay, hit that like button for me, please. It helps out us getting like less shadow banned. And even the dislike button helps out too. I heard that every dislike is like 2 or 3 likes, but I don't know if that's true. So hit the dislike button too. But listen, guys, there's a lot going on tonight. We got Monday Night Football. I'm going to open up the Discord and pull like a ripcord and jump out of the plane in a little while. And anybody that wants to join in can join in. Every night that I go live, except for Saturday nights, it's a Discord free-for-all. You get on the cord, you come in, and anyone could come in, hang out, use their voice, and talk. Say their piece. Say whatever they want. Jump in, jump out. Stay in. Jump in, stay in. Leave it in. Hang it out. Whatever you want to do. Saturday nights is a whole separate thing. It's a private Discord, right? But people call in. I put them on anyway. We all know that. But, you know, I'm trying to keep it open for the Discord whenever I do anything else. But, yeah, if you want to call in, I think the guys might be calling in, Mr. Chico and ABEL, maybe in a little while. I'm going to be watching the football game here in the background. I got the Monday night game on right now. Like I said, there are things that I do want to cover, and one of them is this Taylor Greene thing going on with Trump, and how there is a huge fraction starting to I mean, I'm just going to say starting to form because it's already formed. There's a huge fraction going on in MAGA. Tucker Carlson, fucking, they're pushing Alex Jones into trying to go against Trump so hard. They're pushing him. Candace Owens, Nick Fuentes, you name them. There's a ton of people that at one point were for Trump and now are no longer and are saying some crazy harsh shit about him. And I don't believe a lot of shit that I hear, but holy shit, let's go Mets. I don't believe a lot of shit that I hear, but there are some things that I have looked into that I'm kind of scratching my head on, man, being a Trump guy. A lot of shit I don't believe that they say right off the bat that I'm not going to believe. I know that Trump is not a pedophile. I know that Trump is not a freako in this, like with sex with kids and all that. I know that. I mean, this guy is a womanizer. This guy is a grab him by the pussy type of guy. I mean, why the fuck would he want to ever do something like that with children or underage women? Like, why would he ever want to do something like that? I just don't believe it. He's a lot of things. He is a lot of things, but he is not that. He is not that. Okay, so I want to get on that. I want to get on this Marjorie fucking Greene shit going on with this chick. I don't know, listen, I know the details behind this, but I don't know everything behind it. I know why they're arguing. I know what's going on the surface, but a lot of it is, remains to be seen. We're going to be watching some videos for a little while. I'm not going to be on all night tonight, guys, but I am going to be on for a little while. So thank you for hanging out with me tonight. God bless you. I hope everybody's doing good on this Monday night as we kick off this program, baby. The son of a plumber. As we kick off the program with the son of a plumber. My father was a plumber, and now he's a son of plumber. And then I got 3 sons of plumbers. The 3 sons of plumbers, one's a plumber, the other one's the sons of the plumber. His son's a plumber. The sons of plumbers. But yeah, we're kicking it off, guys, here on a Monday night as we go live. Today I had a very bad scare. I thought the New York Yankees signed Big Pete Alonso, and I shit my pants almost because this guy who I know is a Yankee fan, he walks up to me and he's like, yo, Big Pete signed with the fucking Yankees. And I'm like, oh, dude, I hope the fuck that is not true. Turns out it's not true. So he's a lying Yankee fan scumbag. And it also tells me that those guys want Big Pete Alonso. So for those Met fans out there, I was so scared, man, because if he goes to the Yankees, that's a shit day. That's a shit day. What's up, Chris? What's going on? Yeah, that kind of scared me. What's going on, meow meow? Yeah, I got scared there because I did not want that to happen. But nobody wants to talk baseball tonight. You know what I mean? Fuck baseball. We got a lot of other shit to cover. Yes, I do know that Sean's View is doing weird shit again with his titles and all that shit where he's saying people are dead. And somebody fucking hit me up the other day and says, you got to say something to Sean's View. And I'm like, why do I have to say something? And they were like, well, you know him, right? And I'm like, yeah, okay, I know him, but what do you want me to say? Because I had no clue what they're talking about, right? And they're like, bro, look at his fucking titles and look what he's saying. He's basically making claims that, like, this guy died in wrestling and that guy, and then, like, is he just making this shit up? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, you got to fucking exploit him. You got to say something to him. He's a fucking liar. He's manipulating his views because I'm like, let me go look what they're doing, what they're talking about. So I go on to his Sean's View stuff and I look and I'm like, damn, he is bullshitting a lot of people. I mean, he's obviously, trying to put titles out there that will get people on his channel. And he's, basically fibbing. They're fake titles. I mean, it's pretty obvious. But, hey, I mean, he obviously, he knows what he's doing, I guess. I mean, he gets views, right? I don't know if he makes money or not on his channel, or if that's his intentions. I don't really know that much about him, to be honest. That's why, to the person that said this to me, I was like, dude, I don't really know him like that. Like, I've talked to him about YouTube and shit like that, like, a lot, because we just got in a conversation, but I don't know him as far as, like, questioning him on his videos. Like, dude, why are you lying about your videos? Like, you know, you're basically saying the Undertaker's dead, you know, and you're fucking making all these claims. And it's like, yeah, I get it. But there are some YouTube channels that do that type of shit. They try to, you know, drag you in with their titles and shit, thinking like, oh, somebody died or the Undertaker died. What the fuck? But it is what it is. And Sean's View's got his own style, his own way of doing things. And people know what they get. You know, people know Sean's View's a speculator. He's a rumor and shaker and a baker and a maker. You know what I mean? You know him. So what are you going to do? You know? But yeah, so I don't know how you guys in the chat and then the people that will listen to this, hopefully after this goes off air, if you did not hear this live and you listen to this on the replay, please let me know in the caption and like in the comments what you think of Marjorie Greene Taylor. Like, what do you think of her? Do you think, like, what do you think of this whole situation? You know, because, like, I'm really confused at this point. And I'm kind of like, Marjorie Taylor Greene, sorry. I'm kind of, like, confused at this point about a lot of things, man. And it's like, I never really liked that chick, Marjorie. I never really liked her. I always found her annoying and shit. But I knew that she was considered to be like a far-right person, I guess. And I was like, you know, with it because she was rallying people for Trump. And, you know, she spoke a lot of values like Trump did. But I didn't listen to all those other politics that she was going and doing. I didn't even get that far with her. But my point is, like, I knew of her, but I didn't really give a fuck about her. I appreciated that she was a Republican and voted for Trump and all that shit, yes, but I didn't really give a fuck about her. She didn't make a difference to me. But I guess here in the last 3 or 4 years, I noticed her more now because of what she says and all this and that. And now she's like, you know, she says a lot of shit, you know, especially when COVID was going on. She had a lot of good shit she said and a lot of stuff that she wasn't down with and defended a lot of people that needed defending, you know, and she looked like an ally and like a really good person who really does care about the same things that we all should care about, you know. And I found her like, okay, like, I like her, right? And here it is in 2025, and it's like Trump hates our guts now, and she's connecting him to the Epstein files, and now, you know, Tucker and this fucking Fuentes cocksucker, bro. This fucking Fuentes guy. This Nick Fuentes, right? I started out liking him, but very fast, I started to not like him very fast because he was saying a lot of shit that I was like, wait a second, man. Like, I don't have a problem listening to you and not agreeing with you maybe 90. I could listen to people I don't agree with 100%. I could listen to those people if I like what they're, like, if I don't know how to put it, but okay, I watch the Young Turks. I can't stand all of them. I actually started to like the girl recently because she kind of has changed over the last year, but I used to watch the Young Turks back when I first started watching YouTube, before I even knew what they were about and who they represented and all that shit, right? And I watched them. And then over the years, learning who they are and then learning who everyone else is in the whole landscape, I didn't like them anymore. I didn't like what they thought. I didn't like what they believe. I didn't like the videos they made. I didn't like how bad they hated Trump. And I thought they all have Trump derangement syndrome, to be honest with you, all of them, especially that crank fucking Uyghur or whatever his name is. I thought they all had fucking Trump syndrome, all of them. But I watched them anyway. And I don't know why I watch them. Maybe because I like to see how stupid they sound or how dumb or how fucking sick they are, full of hatred towards Trump, because I like watching people that hate Trump so much that it changes who they are, because it's funny to me that you could hate somebody that bad that it could change every single thing about you. Your whole entire makeup is different because you hate somebody that bad. So I like watching that shit. So maybe that's why I watch them. But I watch people that I do not agree with 100%. I don't agree with anything that fucking piece of shit says that runs that channel 100%. I hate the guy. I can't stand him. I disagree with him 100%, but I watch him. Now, I don't know why I do, you know, so I don't have to agree with shit 100% to watch somebody or to like somebody or to vote for somebody. Like, I don't need to be 100% on Marjorie fucking, you know, Greene's ass and like everything she says and does, but and neither does the president. But now it's like she said what she was saying, and now he answers back with this big fucking, oh, fuck her, she's a traitor, you know, she's not MAGA, she's fucking this, she's that. So now you're so quick to fucking just turn on this bitch, so quick to turn on this woman, right? And it makes me think, like, you know, Trump, are you going to just turn on just anyone who questions you now? Is that what we're going to do? Because I know that Trump never has to run again. I know that he never has to fucking win another election, right? I get all that. And that shit scares me because it's like now he is just, hey, fuck you. I'm trying to, and I believe he is trying to save our country. I believe he's not a pedophile. I don't believe any of the shit they're saying about him. I believe that he does have America first. I believe all that. But I also believe that he's a fucking, he was already a lip loose guy to begin with. And now that he never has to run again and he doesn't have to impress a living soul on this earth ever again, because he can't, I think now you're seeing a version of Trump that's even more confident and even more like, you don't like me, you have one thing negative to say about me, go fuck yourself, because I don't have to fucking answer or be pre-approved to none of you anymore. None of you. And I think that's the attitude that Trump has now. And that's why you're seeing a fight like this go off so fast between people that are supposed to be allies. You know what I mean? People that are, that, you know, supposed to be together on the same page. So it scares me in so many ways because, like I said, you got Tucker Carlson, you got fucking all these people that, and yo, let me tell you what this other guy said about Tucker Carlson was so fucked up. And I don't like Tucker anymore. I think he's a weird asshole, to be honest with you. And it's not even because of what he says or what he believes. I just think he's a weird asshole. I'm sorry. I'm starting to not like him. And, you know, but I don't like the things that I heard the other day. This guy, Mark Levine, right, who has a show on Fox and is pretty popular now. He wasn't really that popular like 5-10 years ago, but he's pretty popular now, right? The guy, Mark Levine, who I listen to at times because I like some of the things that he was saying about COVID and about Trump and about all this stuff going on in the world. I said, man, this guy's pretty knowledgeable. He's pretty good. And I started listening to Mark Levine. Now I don't think I can listen to him anymore, man, because of the shit that he said the other day about Tucker Carlson was fucking insane. Just because Tucker Carlson is coming out and saying that he don't like what's going on in fucking, you know, Israel, and he doesn't like the fact that we're sending them money, and he doesn't like the fact that they're still killing people and all this stuff, right? This guy, Mark Levine, is calling him a fucking Nazi, a fucking, you know, I mean, he called him so many horrible fucking names. And this is the same guy that a year ago I was listening to when Trump got shot in the ear, right? This guy turned around on live TV on Fox and he said something like, fuck, man, what did he say again? It was like, I want to make sure I get this right, because he said something like, hold on, I got to get this right. On Fox, you know, Israel, and he doesn't like the fact that we're sending them like 5-10 years ago, but he's pretty. Oh, all right. Wait, so he basically, where's the video? Why is that popping up? He basically said, you know, he called him a Nazi and called him all the worst names you could call him, right? And he came on air a year ago when Trump got shot, and he said, this is what happens when you call people Nazis and what happens when you tell people that people are a threat to democracy and all this and that. This is what happens to them, what Trump got. He got almost killed. This is what happens. So stop calling people these names and stop. Meanwhile, a year later, fast forward, a year later now, he's on there calling Tucker Carlson a fucking a Jew-hating, fucking Israel fucking hating, you know, Hitler. Third Reich, he called them. He said he was with the Third Reich. He was Hitler. He was, and I'm like, dude, you just said a year ago that calling people that get them killed, and like now people like, why wouldn't you want to kill somebody who's Hitler? Like, and he referred to killing baby Hitler. Everybody says if they could get in a time machine, they would go back in time to kill, and they would actually kill baby Hitler because he killed so many Jews, right? And it's like, you're calling people that like what's technically the worst thing in this world besides the devil, Hitler. And you don't expect people to fucking... So obviously you're calling this guy Hitler, and you're calling him a Nazi, and you're calling him Third Reich, and you're saying all this stuff about Tucker Carlson. Why? Because you truly feel that he's like that? Or you want somebody to take a pop shot at him? Which one is it? Because Tucker Carlson is a lot of things, and I can't stand the guy anymore, but he's not a Nazi. He's not Hitler. He's not calling for people to die. He's calling for people to not die. I mean, what are we fucking talking about here? So for that guy, Mark Levin, to get on air and to say these things about fucking Carlson, even if he doesn't like him, and he doesn't like him because Tucker Carlson is calling us for a stop, for us funding Israel, for us helping Israel, for us being friends with Israel, for Israel coming first in our country, which they shouldn't. And he's calling for a stop to all that. And this is why this guy, Mark Levin, is calling this guy a fucking Nazi, Hitler, the Third Reich. And it's crazy. It's fucking really crazy. My water bill was $33 this month. Yes, my water bill was about like $40 bucks, I think. I mean, listen, you got to be not paying water bills for 7 years. You know what I mean? Come on. We all know. But, donations are open, boppers, if you would like to give to me tonight, so graciously, I might say. Yes, boppers. Everything is listed below me.
Cabinet right now. I got rice roni in my fucking cabinet right now.
We coming for you now.
Yeah, so I want to listen to a little bit of that now. We're going to listen to a little video here on the docket. We do have the new docket donation. No, that's not out yet, but it'll be out by this weekend, I promise. The new what's on the docket. Somebody told me I should make a next on the docket or what's on the docket. Whatever I say, I don't fucking know. I got to look at it again. But the fight with Trump and Marjorie Greene is a fucked up. It is fucked up, and it is going to fraction everything. And I don't like it because it's going to lead to even worse fucking things. And like this bitch is now getting, like, I'm not calling her a bitch because I hate her, right? But she does look like a bitch a little bit. And I do like her, right? But now she's getting interviews on CNN, and like the far left is now starting to reach out to her, like, "Oh, you're starting to get into a fight with Trump? Oh my God!" Like, we want to talk to you. We want to be with you. We want to hear what you got to say about him now. Even though we badmouthed you for like 5-7 years, we fucking hate you and we call you a white racist whore. We still want to hear how much you hate Trump. Please tell us. You know, and it's like, come on, don't fucking... And she's doing these interviews, and it's like, come on, seriously? You're going to go and fucking do these interviews now and really go to... You're really going to go to that other side. You're really going to go to that other side. Christ. Ice Poseidon was talking about the water bill in your Discord. What? What are you talking about? Yeah, right. The Ice Poseidon don't know who the fuck I am, bro. The fake one, obviously. What? Are you serious? She got a bomb sent to her company? Wow, that's fucked up. So supposedly she got a bomb sent to her company? Wow, let me see about that right now. Marjorie Taylor Greene bomb sent to company. Yeah, she's facing threats. from the fallout with
Tonight,
Trump.
disagreements between President Trump and one of his most reliable and vocal supporters in Congress have taken an ugly turn. The speed of the deepening feud between him and Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has even shocked Washington. CBS White House correspondent Willie James.
They're loving it. You know these leftists are loving this.
And asked him
loving
about his
it.
political breakup. Willie James.
Drika, good evening to you. This weekend, President Trump says he will no longer support Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene amid the ongoing fallout over the Epstein files.
On Saturday, President Trump blasted his one-time staunch MAGA ally, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, calling her Marjorie Traitor Greene in a Truth Social post one day after referring to her as a ranting lunatic in another. On Air Force One, the president even suggested he'd be open to backing a challenger to her seat in Congress.
I'm no longer much of a fan.
Greene punching back today in a series of social media posts saying, quote, "I never thought that fighting to release the Epstein files, defending women who were victims of rape, and fighting to expose the web of rich, powerful elites would have caused this. But here we are." The firebrand conservative has been a steadfast supporter of the president, often appearing by his side at campaign events.
We're going to re-elect our favorite president, the greatest president in United States history, Donald J. Trump.
The president's turn against one of his fiercest supporters takes place ahead of an upcoming House vote compelling the release of more Epstein files. The president... CBS News, the upcoming vote is a distraction for Republicans and a hoax.
I don't care about it, released or not. What I think you should do, if you're going to do it, then you have to go into Epstein's friends.
This weekend, the president now on defense, directing the Department of Justice to investigate Epstein's ties to top Democrats, including Bill Clinton.
A spokesperson for former President Clinton called it noise meant to distract from real issues. Meanwhile, Congresswoman Greene says she's facing threats after President Trump's comments. And in a statement, former victims of Epstein expressed their support for the Congresswoman.
All right, Willie James, thank you.
So there you go. She's getting threats against her. And all right. I mean, listen, I agree with you. Let's go Mets. I agree with you. I like it when we all should be able to speak up to any politician, whether they're Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't matter if you voted for them or not. We should be able to fucking call them all out no matter what at the drop of a hat. Even Trump, always the president. But the fucking problem is now, it's like these pieces of shit on the far left are going to use this to try to fucking throw a snag in everything and use it to fucking try to bury everybody. And you know what? They will, because they're very slick with that shit, the far left. They're very slick with that shit. They love seeing this. They love seeing people fight each other, especially, you know, on the far right or what's considered far right. But I just don't like the whole. I don't like this whole thing. It's very. I think it's going to lead into more shit. And I just heard that one thing I heard that's good is that Trump is working on bringing Elon Musk back into like a Doge type of situation again, which would be pretty cool if he did that. What's this?
GOP over the Epstein files. President Trump sparring with one of his most loyal allies, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, calling her a traitor in a social media post. Greene firing back as a critical vote on the Epstein files is set for Tuesday. ABC's senior White House correspondent Selena Wang reports from Washington.
Tonight, just days before the House is set to vote on releasing the Donald Trump just publicly broke up with Marjorie Taylor Greene, or with Danica Lewinsky posting this deranged text on his main, saying, "I am withdrawing my support and endorsement of Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of the great state of Georgia," saying over the past few weeks, and then he lists a lot of things that he says are his achievements, and then saying, "All I see wacky Marjorie do is complain, complain, complain. It seemed to all begin when I sent her a poll stating that she should not run for senator or governor. She was at 12% and didn't have a chance unless, of course, she had my endorsement, which she wasn't about to get. She has told many people that she is upset that I don't return her phone calls anymore, but with 219 congressmen women, 53 U.S. senators, 24 cabinet members, almost 200 countries, and an otherwise normal life to lead, I can't take a ranting lunatic's calls every day." I understand that wonderful conservative people are thinking about primarying Marjorie in her district of Georgia, that they too are fed up with her and her antics, and if the right person runs, they will have my complete and unyielding support. She has gone far left, even doing The View with their low IQ Republican-hating anchors. And
that is one thing I could not believe. She's done CNN. She's done The View. She's done all these far left fucking places now because she's fighting with Trump. And it's almost like, yes, question our president. Question your same party leaders, without a doubt. Without a doubt. But now you're going into an area where you're starting to say that the president is involved with Epstein. The president is in the Epstein files, and he's blah, 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 and this and that. And then he's firing back at her because he don't give a fuck. Like I said before, this guy doesn't give a fuck anymore. He never has to run again. You're lucky he doesn't take a shit on live TV right in front of everybody. Drop trow and be like, fuck you if you don't like me. Because that's the type of attitude he's got now. You know, so of course you're going to get a fuck you from me if you fuck with me. And Marjorie, she did it. She touched the button, and she got it back in return to the point where he's like, yo, you no longer have my support. You can go fuck yourself. And it's like, you should know what you're going to get from Trump. If you're saying that he's involved in the Epstein files and he's trying to cover up his own involvement, what do you think you're going to get from Trump? And this is why I'm pissed, because I like her. But, like, what are you saying? Why are you trying to make it about the Epstein files? Why? Like, you're making a big mistake there. You want to fight the president? You want to call him out on things? Do it. We all know he's not into the shit that some of these assholes were into. He's not part of this Epstein fucking thing. He's not part of it, where he flew there and went to the island and hung out. No, he was one of only, like, maybe less than a handful of people that actually saw this guy for what he was before other people did. He had him thrown out of Mar-a-Lago for fucking trying to pick up a 16-year-old. All right, he had him thrown out of fucking places, and he never wanted to be around him again after that. This is before the guy was arrested. They said that he spent Thanksgiving with him, though, in the White House, his first year as president. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. And they said that that was after he was arrested. I don't know if that's true. I doubt that that's true. I doubt that Trump would have this guy in the White House for Thanksgiving dinner, knowing that he was arrested and prosecuted for being a pedophile, basically. I just find that highly fucking doubtful that that is the case. So, I don't know, man. It's really just not fucking cool. Marjorie, you want to say something, say it. You have every right. But come on, man. Like, that's going too fucking far right now. That's just going way too fucking far. I'm sorry. You know? But you want to talk about way too far? Let's talk about this now. Way too far. Let's take our first hit of the night, guys. Not first hit, but first hit with you guys tonight. What do you say? Let's do an anti-social.
Anti-social. It's an anti-social. We getting anti-social. We got that anti-social. 420, y'all. That isn't true, right? I didn't think that was true, Brandon. Hey, what's up, brother? I didn't think that was true.
I definitely did not think that that was true. They were saying, oh, this guy had Thanksgiving dinner with him, and I'm like, what? What about the documents? What about the Democrat women texting with Epstein 2019? Wow, I didn't even hear that shit. See, that's what I'm talking about. Nobody's even talking about that shit. I didn't even hear about it, bro. Anyway, we're going to do a hit real quick, guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody on a Monday night. We're going to check in on the football game right after this on the Dezocket, the Pocket Rocket, pull the Tocket, And then we'll go to the Discord. We'll pull the rip cord. We'll see if anybody's around. We'll see. But we'll take a hit first. Here we go, guys. Holy shit. Happy 420, everybody. Happy anti-social if you're smoking, if you're drinking, whatever you're doing. Salud, thank you. Let me check the old ripcord out. No, there's no one on the old ripcord. There is no one on the old rip disc. The old ripped disc. Let me see here. Are we good on here? All right, I'm going to check that out. Definitely going to check that out. Definitely got to check that out. Definitely got to check that out there. Much love to you, Ken. Much love to you too, Casey and the Raw. By the way, the Ice Poseidon thing was just him talking about a water bill at a Airbnb. And I thought, oh, shit, really? Just shit was funny. That's funny. He really was talking about, what the fuck is that guy doing talking about a water bill? Isn't that crazy? That is kind of crazy.
For that dollar.
The underscore goon tip $3. Hey Kenny, why would Trump mention Epstein in 2016 if he was involved? That's a quick way to end your political run. Also, why didn't Democrats ever exploit his involvement to prevent his second term? There's nothing on him.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I agree. And that's why these people that are saying stuff about Trump being involved in that shit and making it, they're literally making it about Trump. The whole entire Epstein thing, they're literally making it all about Trump, these people. You know who they are? Nick Fuentes. He's one of those motherfuckers, bro. All these people that watch Alex Jones, they're all in his chat, all talking shit about Trump and all saying, Alex, how come you're not fucking going after Trump? How come you're not calling out the truth for what it really is? How come you're not calling out Israel? How come you're lying for Israel? How come you're not telling us about Trump? Why aren't you? I'm like, what the fuck? And it was happening so much in his chat to the point where he fucking mentioned it, and I couldn't believe that Alex Jones actually mentioned it and looked into his chat and fucking saw it and said, oh, here I am covering for fucking Israel again, right? I'm covering for Israel and Trump, and I'm not going. And he's like getting pissed to the fact that these people are all calling and they believe what they're hearing about Trump. They believe what they're hearing about the Epstein files. They believe this shit from people like Nick Fuentes and a couple other dudes out there that are saying this shit. They're believing it. And they're thinking like Alex Jones has his head so far up that, you know, Trump's ass that he could never question him. Meanwhile, Alex Jones is one of the first guys that was like, yo, even though we love Trump and we'll do fucking anything for this guy because he's doing the right thing, we will question him. We're not in a cult. He says it all the time. He should make a fucking shirt out of it. We're not in a cult. You know what I mean? We're not. We can question Trump. We do question Trump. All of us have. Right? But, like, there are some Trump people, there are MAGA people that will not question Trump no matter what. Just like there are people on the far left that will not question any Democratic leader whatsoever no matter what. So I get it. It works both ways. But the normal people will question no matter who the fuck's in charge. They're going to get questioned. If you see something you don't like or you think it's not right, you're going to question it no matter who's in charge. That's a normal person. All these other people, they're fucked up in the head. They want to just believe in one person and bow down to them and kiss their feet and just do whatever they're told. That's not the way I work. That's not the way real people work. Real people call shit out when they see it. And we do. And we have. And people have. But these people are taking it too fucking far. If you listen to Nick Fuentes, man, he is so fucking overboard at this point. It's insane how overboard and how much he is against Trump and how much he's tying Trump into these Epstein files. The same thing with Marjorie Greene. She's tying Trump into the Epstein files. Why? If you're going to fight with Trump, Why make that your angle? That's a fucking bad angle because you are not going to destroy him with that. You are not. Oh, I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go right towards the one thing I know that he hates the most. I'm going to say he's involved with Epstein. Just like fucking, just like Elon Musk did when Musk got mad for Trump kicking him out of the White House. He was like, what could I say that will really get Trump mad? I'm going to go right for the Epstein files. So these people, they go right for the Epstein files with Trump. And it's like, you morons. You fucking idiots. Do you really believe this, or are you just saying this because you fucking hate the guy now? Which one is it? It's obvious it's because you hate him. Because in reality, we all know, just like Goon said before, just like all of us have been saying for years now, that if the Democrats or anyone else had anything on Trump having to do with the Epstein files, it would have been released fucking 10, 15 fucking years ago. Well, maybe not 15, but 10 years ago for sure. So, what are we talking about here? It's fucking ridiculous now. And Nick Fuentes is basically painting Trump as like Hitler. Fucking Hitler. People called him Hitler. He didn't like it. He doesn't like it. He gets called Hitler all the time. But what is he doing? He's tying Trump into this shit so bad. He just wants people to... Does he really believe it? Does he really fucking believe it, Nick Fuentes? Do you really believe what you're saying, Nick Fuentes? Do you really believe it? You were starting to gain momentum, bro. People were starting to notice this guy, Nick Fuentes. They were starting to replace him with, you know, in Charlie Kirk's spot. They were starting to put this guy, Fuentes, in Kirk's spot online, where they were like, oh, this is the white guy that, you know, says all these outlandish things, but he's right and he's true. And he was getting there. He was starting to say really good things, and he was starting to get people to notice him and notice what he was saying and believe some of the shit he was saying because it was true. And now all of a sudden he's went and turned the whole fucking wheel sideways and went right off the road because now this fucker is saying shit that is outlandish. It is fucking outlandish, the shit that this guy is saying. And the way he's saying it, if you haven't watched Nick Fuentes, go watch him lately. The way that he is saying that Trump is involved with these Epstein files, it's so convincing. He says it so convincingly. He ties all these things into each other. And then at the end of it, he brings up Trump's name in the Epstein files, and it ties all into it like a nice blanket, like grandma's weaving a fucking nice blankie for you, or a nice little hat for your baby, for you to go with your baby's head, a nice little knitted hat for your baby's head, and you put it on your head and you feel so warm inside and you feel so good. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We don't need warmth. We need real. We need truth. We don't want a blankie. Okay? He needs the blankie, that fucking scumbag, because obviously he believes what he's saying. Because if Nick Fuentes does not believe what he is saying, then Nick Fuentes deserves to have his... You know, somebody tried to kill this guy. Somebody tried to kill this dude, and I could see why. I could see why. Because this guy, and you know, I heard people like Dave and other people in the community and other friends that I have that told me, yo, Nick Fuentes is like a flip-flopper, bro. And I was like, why is he a flip-flopper? He's always been talking the same shit for the last 4 or 5 years that I've noticed, you know? No, bro, he's a... And I'm like, nah, he's not a flip. And now I know what they mean. He's a fucking flip-flopping piece of shit, this guy. It's like 1 year he believes this, then the next year he believes that, then the next month he believes this, then the next... And now I'm starting to notice it because I'm watching him more and more, and now he's hit a higher echelon now, and now he's more noticeable, and more people are hearing what he's saying. And at first, he was doing a great job, man. He really was. And he sounded like he was aligned right with me and the people I love and the people I know, right? And then all of a sudden, now this. You know? And the Tucker Carlson thing, I don't even think Tucker is tying Trump into the Epstein files. Tucker's thing is, Tucker sounds like I just find Tucker annoying. Just his laughing, you know, the whole fucking thing. I just find him annoying. I used to love the guy. I used to watch him every fucking day on Fox. I watched his videos on YouTube a lot. But I find him annoying now. And the shit that he's saying, too, he's all of a sudden against Israel and against all this shit. And he's saying that there's other people involved in the background. And he's saying that The guy who shot Trump in the ear, that it's all made up shit. The guy who killed Charlie Kirk, it's all made up shit. And he's really on like all these far out shit that he might be right. I don't know. He might be right. I don't know. But I just find him annoying at this point now, so I can't really watch him anymore. Nick Fuentes just thanked Trump yesterday on Twitter. For what? Because, man, I heard shit yesterday of Nick Fuentes, and I'm sure I could pull it up on my phone, of Nick Fuentes just going ballistic on Trump. Just tying him into the Epstein files in the most convincing scumbag way that you could ever see somebody do it. And I know everything he was saying was not true as he was saying it, but man, was he saying it with such like validity and like look in his fire in his eyes and like the truth, like it looked like the truth was all around him. You know what I mean? Like he made it look like the truth was surrounding him. But in reality, it can't be. The truth can't be surrounding him, because it's like, if they had all this shit, they would have put it out on Trump. They hate him. A lot of these fuckers hate him that had control of all this shit. How would they not put it out? I don't get it. I don't know, man. It's fucking weird shit, man.
Holla for that dollar.
The underscore goon tipped $1. Ken, look up the Muslim Brotherhood.
Oh, I heard about that, and I will. Let me just read this in the chat real quick. I heard about that. They tried everything to ruin this guy's life, and people think they would just slide decades. And being in politics, people are stupid. 100%. Trump mentioned him in an interview about how he went to dinner with him and said, let Nick Fuentes speak his mind. So they worked with Epstein to try. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a lot of the shit that people were saying too. Yeah, and I believe that. I believe that. I just don't know. I mean, I know Nick Fuentes does say a lot of good things. I mean, I agree with a lot of shit he still says. But I don't know why he's on this, like, attack Trump thing, man. It's really like... And he's basically saying the same shit that Marjorie Greene is saying, man. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know. It scares me a little. It really does. Let me look up let me look that up. It scares me a little, man, with that shit, you know? Like, I liked Nick Fuentes. I just don't like what he's saying about Trump, man. It's really fucked up. It really is. It's pissing me off that he's saying it, and it's like, dude, do you really believe this shit you're saying? Or are you just saying this shit now at this point? Like, what's going on here? Are you going to be getting interviewed soon on the fucking View now, too? You're going to be on CNN, too? Like, are you doing it because you're going to get viewed on, get views on all these channels now that you never got invited to be interviewed on? Marjorie, like The View, like CNN, like fucking MSN, like all these channels. You're going to start being on there soon? Like, is that why you're doing it? Nick Fuentes, is that why you're doing it, Marjorie? Or are you guys doing it because do you believe what you're saying? Or are you doing it to get out to these other new people now? I don't know fucking which one it is, man. I really don't. The Muslim Brotherhood. Now, this is a brotherhood that a lot of people are saying that should be determined to be a terrorist group here in America. I've heard that before. At least the U.S. version of it. So they have a media empire, the Muslim Brotherhood. Origins of the Muslim Brotherhood. Let me see. What's the Muslim Brotherhood's message? We're going to check it out. We're going to check it out. Check it out. What do you think? I'm Joey Buttafuoco. I'm Joey Buttafuoco. What do you think? I'm Joey Buttafuoco. You motherfucker, you. You motherfucker.
Mariam, what about
Motherfucker. All right, here we go. Let's see. What do we got here? Muslim Brotherhood. Hit us.
Mariam Wafa is an analyst at the Foundation for the Defense of Democracies, and she's written a piece on the Brotherhood's media empire for the Free Press, and she joins us now to talk more about that. Good to see you, Mariam. Thank you for joining us on the program. And for those who don't know, first up, what is the Muslim Brotherhood, and how does it relate to Hamas, Qatar, and Turkey?
Well, it's good to be with you today, Laura. The Muslim Brotherhood is a Sunni Islamist organization, transnational organization, in fact, that began in the late 1920s in Egypt by an Egyptian schoolteacher who sought to inject Islam and Islamist ideology into all facets of public and private life. And as the years went on, we're now almost a century after the founding of the Muslim Brotherhood. The organization has evolved and has taken on more violent, more jihadi tendencies. Now, when it comes to understanding what its role and what its connection is to Qatar and Turkey in particular, there's two ways to understand this, but first I'll start off by saying that Hamas is actually a branch of the Muslim Brotherhood. It is the Palestinian, the Gazan branch of the Muslim Brotherhood. And to our understanding, Qatar is a major funder,
fantastic. This is great. Another thing to fucking have to worry about now, too. Right? Thanks, Goon. Have another fucking thing to worry about now. The Muslim Brotherhood. Jesus Christ. Now, this is the group that I heard that the president was thinking about deeming were a terrorist group here in the U.S., and he never did. But, yeah, let's go to Dearborn, Michigan. Go check Dearborn, Michigan out. I heard that's a pretty fucking nice place to go to, too, huh? This is America we live in now, guys. I don't have a problem with people from another country. I love people from other countries. My grandparents were people from other countries, and I've heard great things about my great-grandmother that came here from Italy. You know what I mean? When she was 17 years old. She was an immigrant, you know? My grandfather, he was an immigrant. My great-grandfather, when he came here, was an immigrant. I love immigrants. I love those people that run fruit stands and, hustle to stay alive and make their own thing in this new world they came to. I love fucking stories and people like that and families like that. That's American to me, you know? But these people that come now, it's like what we were talking about before on Dave's stream. I mentioned the whole entire thing that I heard this guy talking about, and he was right. He was like, yo, their hate, why? Because I said, why do people come here that hate this place? They hate America, but yet they're here. Why are they here if they hate it? Well, yes, they hate it. But they know that if they come here, they won't have to deal with the people that are running their country anymore. They won't have to deal with the people that are keeping water and keeping money and food and all this stuff from them anymore. They can come to America and they can do the same exact shit. Make shit soup, rub shit and feces all over there, take shits out in the backyard, not even use toilets. Backyard fucking barbarian people. Third world country fucking, shitting in the backyard, pissing and shitting outside, don't even use a toilet bowl, backwoods fucking country. And they come here, and it's like they hate the country, but yet they come here because they don't have to deal with those assholes that are running the country no more. So now they have access to all this shit that's free. And let me tell you, they use all of it. They use all of it, especially the fucking Indians. From India and shit, man, they use all the shit available here free in our country. Like for instance, if you go to the airport and you're in a wheelchair, you skip all these lines, you skip all these hassle, you get pushed around. It's a fucking wonderful thing if you're in a wheelchair, how good you get treated at an airport, right? Well, have you been to an airport lately? Because there's about 400 fucking people in wheelchairs and they're all Indian. Why is that? What the fuck is that all about? It's weird shit. So, a lot of these people, come here and they shit on our place and they hate it, but they know it's better than their place, but they know it's not their place. They want their place without the fucking ruling, eye over them, without the ruler over them telling them what to do every day and where to go and taking their money and their food and their water. And they'd rather come here and deal with the shit here because it's so much less than what they deal with in their country. But they still want to bring all those values that made their country into the shithole that it was, and they want to bring that with them here. And then before you know it, the same thing will happen here, and they'll be like, oh, how the fuck did this end up like? And it's like, how? What do you mean how? It ended up like this because some of you people have no fucking values, no fucking laws, no regulations, no fucking love, no fucking neighbor, nothing symbolizing being an American. An American is being a neighbor. It's being a friend. It's being a family. It's being supportive. It's one for all for one. America is dying for your country. It's barbecues on the weekend. It's fucking apple pie and baseball and fucking, friendships and love and family and fucking, vacations and Disneyland. And like, that's the good parts of America, and they want to change all that. They want all that gone because they want it their way. They want it the way it was in their country, minus the dictatorship. That's why they come here, and you scratch your head and you say, why the fuck are these people here? If they hate this place, why would they come here? That's why. They know it's better. They won't admit it. They'll never admit it because they love their country. They think their country's better, but it's just the people that are ruling their country. That's why it's not better anymore. So I'm going to come here where they don't rule, and I don't have to worry about those people anymore, but I'm going to do the same shit I did in my country right here. That's why. I finally fucking figured it out because I sat there for fucking the last 5 years and I said, why do these people want to be here if they fucking hate it? That's why. They don't got to worry about being beheaded or stoned in the street. And I ain't talking about smoking weed. They ain't got to be worried about any of that shit. Being told they got to pray 20 times a day. Being dragged out by their fucking face into the street. They could suck a cock. They could fucking do whatever they want here. They know that. They won't admit it. They won't sit there and say, America is really a great place because I could come here and do whatever the fuck I really want to do now. They won't say that, but they know it. You could bet your ass they know it because why else would they be here? They're here because they know they get the freedom that they never got there, wherever the fuck they were. That's why. They come here for the freedom and they take it all. They take it all because of the word that it is, free. 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 If it's free, they want it. That's your modern day fucking, that's your modern day immigrant or whatever you want to call it, illegal immigrant, whatever the fuck, the people that came here illegally, that's your modern day fucking illegal alien or whatever it's called now. That's what they're here for. Free. Freedom and everything else that comes with it. In their mind, freedom is free. Free everything. Free meals, free food, free living, free car, free house, free. Free. Freedom. Not freedom, but free. Free. The dumb is out. They get rid of the dumb. Actually, they don't get rid of the dumb. They add the dumb, but now you don't see it in the word. It's free. Not freedom, but free. They see free. They don't see freedom. They see free. Trust me, they don't see freedom, these people. Maybe a small percentage of them do. They see freedom and they're like, oh my God, freedom. America is beautiful, man. Let's get there. We can be who we want and do what we want. Maybe some of them do. They see it that way. Maybe some of them. But most of them see the word free. Everything's free. Oh my God, everything's free there. Free meals, free roof over my head, and then a free license. Man, they were giving these people fucking CDL licenses and giving them jobs in counties and towns and like government jobs all over the U.S., all over the East Coast, all over the West Coast, all over Middle America, everywhere. They were giving them fucking free CDL licenses. They didn't even have to take a test. They were just getting free everything. Free job, free house, free eat, free fuck, free everything, freedom. We're thinking they're seeing freedom, but they're not. If you're smart enough, you'll know they're just seeing free. That's all they're seeing. They're not seeing freedom. They're seeing free. They're seeing free. Free hotel room for fucking 6 months. They're seeing money in their hands. Free. Free money. Free phone. You get a phone. You want a phone? Free phone. Free calls. Free food. Free everything. Freedom. 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 That's what they see. That's why they're here. They hate the place, but the freedom is too much. The freedom is free everything. If you saw a place, right, if you lived somewhere that you hated the people in charge and they wouldn't let you do what you wanted to do, and you got stopped every day of your life doing what you really wanted to do, and then you saw this place somewhere in the world that said, hey, come here, everything's free. We're going to give you everything you want and more, and it's all free. You don't have to work for any of it. Wouldn't you go there? I mean, think about it. Wouldn't you fucking fly to that place? Wouldn't you get there as soon as you could? Wouldn't you take your friends and your family with you? Right? Wouldn't you? And wouldn't you say to yourself, hey, you know what? Well, if they're giving everything free for that and I don't have to work for nothing and they're just giving it free, let's all go there and do what we do here, there, and get everything free. I think we'd all do it. I think we'd all go somewhere where everything's free. But even the good people that want to work for something, even people that like me that want to work for something like you that actually just don't want anything free, they want to earn it. They want to work for it. Just give me a good job and let me earn it, right? Even those people, I think, would go to this place called freedom where everything's free if they were in a place where they were told every day of their lives they couldn't do what they wanted to do. They couldn't be who they wanted to be. I think even those people would fucking fly, would run, would fucking swim, jog, whatever they had to do to get to that free zone. So in a way, you really can't blame these fucking mongoloids that come in illegally and that are total fucking just jack-offs. Not even the ones that are committing crimes, just the ones that have no brains either, that just walk into traffic and they're fucking just brainless. Right? And I'm not saying every one of them are, obviously, but like the ones that are really just fucking dumb, that are just wandering around, like, you know, like, it's I don't know, man, it's fucked up, but it's like, for years they've been playing this game, politicians, playing this game where they just bring these people in just to vote for them. The guy's like, well, where am I supposed to go now? They're like, well, listen, you're here, you're free, everything's free. We're going to give you a phone, we're going to give you money, and go. Well, where do I go? Wherever you want. Where do you want to go? San Diego? We're going to give you a flight there. But what do I do when I get there? You just, whatever you want to do. But I don't know what to do. Yeah, but you live. You just live your life. Yeah, but how do I do that? Get a job and work and maybe start a family or something and all that, you know? I don't know how to do that. I would have did that in the other place I was at, but I didn't even know how to do that, so I'm just going to walk around and do nothing. Will everything still be free? You can bet your ass it will be. Because this is America the free. The home of the free. Think of that. The home of the free. Think of that. Think of what kind of company that is. Can you beat a company that gives everything away free? I don't think you can beat a company that's giving away everything free. I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. I don't think you're going to be able to beat a company that is literally saying, yo, we're giving all our shit away free. No strings attached. Just come on in. Just hit Democrat when you vote. Everything free. America the free. Home of the motherfucking Braves, baby. Home of the free, baby. Home of the free. All right, let's check that.
Well, she's already responded.
Shut the fuck up. Let's check the NFL out. Wow. You know, the Raiders, man, it's a shame. It's a shame to see where the Raiders are and where they've been. And it's just a shame. A premier team, like, you know, franchise in the NFL, a storied franchise, you know, and here it is. They suck, man. They're probably just as bad as the fucking Jets are. They are fucking pretty goddamn bad, the Raiders. It's sad, bro. Raiders are 2-7. They're losing this game 24-9. They're making the fucking Cowboys, who are 3-5-1 and suck. They're making them look like they're fucking like Super Bowl champions. 24-9 at halftime. A blowout. A fucking blowout. You know, I was hoping the Raiders could win this game. I like the Raiders. They're like my backup team. And, yeah, every team I like sucks. So, even the Raiders do. Last night, the Eagles beat the Lions, which was a pretty tight game. The Lions go to 6-4 on the season, which is not good for them, bro. I mean, they could definitely easily turn their, you know, they're only 2 games above 500. They could definitely pull out a pretty good record still with only 4 losses. But this team does not look like the team from the last 2 seasons, that's for sure. Even though the Eagles are a damn good team, they're 8-2. The Eagles, the Eagles looked rocky in the beginning of this season. They really did. There was times where the Eagles looked really bad. One of their losses is to the fucking 2-9 New York Giants. How do you lose to the fucking Giants? And they have nothing to hang that on. The Giants beat them fair and fucking square. They had no fucking injuries. They had no excuses at all of why they lost to the Giants. But if you look at the Eagles right now, they are 8-2 on the season. And it's pretty hard to believe that they are 8-2 right now. You know, after that loss to the Giants, I thought for sure, like, wow, Eagles suck. Like, what the fuck happened to them? How do you lose to the Giants? But the Eagles still putting together a pretty good season at 8-2. They beat Detroit. That was a big game for them. So, week 11, pretty good week. But, yeah, the Raiders suck, man. They really do. They're fucking so bad. Well, at least they got 9 points.
According to Detroit Free Press, Cowboys vs. Raiders start time for Monday Night Football. Time, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Location, Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah, we know. Holy shit. God damn. Sabada. Sadabada. Sadabada. Yeah, listen, I don't hate on the Giants. They're not my sole team, right? But they are my number two team, I would definitely say. I mean, I like the Giants. I have so many Giant fans in my family that I could never truly go against the Giants, right? But it is pretty crazy that the Eagles lost to the Giants. And I thought, oh, wow, the Eagles lost that week. And I was like, to the Giants. And I was thinking, man, are the Eagles banged up? And I saw, holy shit, they're not missing anybody. Like, everybody was in the lineup. And I'm like, damn, how the fuck did they lose to the Giants like that? But they did. And, I don't understand how. The Giants are not good this year. They are not good. They got some good players, but, man, they've been hit with the injury fucking so bad. They've had their top guys that are building careers fucking just fly off the shelf this year, man. It's crazy what's happened to them and the way that they've lost these games. There were 3 games that they statistically should not have lost. They found a way to lose all 3 of them. It's insane. What's going on with them this year. And they definitely needed to fire the coach. They definitely needed to get rid of him. He was fucking horrible. Enough was enough. And I think depending upon who they bring in the Giants, they're going to be really good because those guys, if they get healthy and come back, the quarterback, that fucking kid that got hurt and snapped his fucking ankle, I forget his name. If these guys all come back and then the other wide receiver neighbors and all these guys come back and the Giants are healthy and they have a new coach, a good coach, they are going to kick ass. They are going to kick some fucking ass eventually. But they got to get healthy. They must get healthy. And they just can't for some reason. It seems like, you look at it this year, you basically had 3 rookies go down. It's insane. The quarterback, Dart, he goes down with almost a concussion. Fucking the other guy, the big dude who his ankle fucking broke.
Donald Trump just publicly broke up with Marjorie Taylor Greene or with Danica Lewinsky.
Why are you talking?
Donald Trump just publicly
oh my God, again.
Okay, so here's something.
Again. I hate iPhone, man. I should have never switched to fucking iPhone. Yeah, but shit. I don't know what I was talking about now. Oh my God, again.
Okay, so here's something.
Let's hear. Because I got to get healthy. They must. Yes, I was talking about the Giants. But yeah, they're going to be good if they could stay healthy. But yeah. Any score in that game? Did that start yet? The second half? Not yet. 24-9. I think I get that game on TV, but I'm not even going to bother. I mean, I could watch it right here, I think. Let me see. Oh, I got the play-by-play for it, but we're not going to do that. It's a shock game. If it was a big game, I'd listen to it, but I haven't watched a big game in football in probably almost 20 years. So the last big game I watched as a football fan was obviously the Giants when they played in the Super Bowl 2012, 07. Maybe a Giants playoff game after that. But as far as the Jets, I have not watched a meaningful game. Just not even playoffs, just a meaningful game from the Jets since probably 2013, 2014, somewhere in there. 2014, I would think. 2014 was probably the last time I saw like a game that had some shit, that meant something to it. That's the last time. So, yeah. Scatterboo, yes, thank you. Scatterboo, Neighbors, and Dart, all 3 of them go down this year. And listen, if all 3 of those guys are healthy at the same time, the Giants are going to be good. No doubt about it. That kid Scatterboo is fucking amazingly good. He's a tough, fucking, hard-hitting, blue-collared motherfucker, And he's going to be a fan favorite in New York. There's no question about that. He'll be a fan favorite no matter where he goes. He's that type of player, Scatterboo. Neighbors speaks for himself. The kid's amazing. If you can get him that ball, he's going to catch it. And Dart, what we've seen from Dart so far, I would say definitely he's going to be a superstar. There's no dort about it. There's no dort about it. So, I mean, they're set up nice. And listen, if the Giants can pull off something as far as coaching that I want them to do, they're going to be set. They're going to be set. You know what they got to do? They got to go after the guy on Kansas City who was the Jets' offensive coordinator, who has been the offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs for a couple of seasons now, Schottenheimer. If they go and get him, they will win a Super Bowl with that team and him as their coach. If they go and they try to get Bill Belichick and they go and they give Bill Belichick the keys to this franchise, which some rumors around New York lately on the radio and in the paper every day, it's all about the Giants going after fucking, what's his name? And I hope the fuck they don't do that. I hope, because if they give Belichick the keys to the franchise, he's not going to be able to do what he did over there. He's not going to be able to do it here. He's not. He got lucky over there. He got lucky to find a guy like Tom Brady. I hope the Giants realize that. The owners or whoever the fuck decides this, like, you better fucking, you know, now if he comes over just to coach and he doesn't have his hands on the draft and the GM and all that shit, well then, okay, maybe they can make it work with Bill Belichick. If he comes over and he's just a coach, I could see that working with Bill Belichick, okay? Where they might win a Super Bowl with him because he's a good coach if he's coaching, just coaching. But if you bring him over and you give him the keys to the whole thing, he's not winning here. No, he's not winning here. He doesn't have another Tom Brady to draft, and I don't think that he'd be good for a guy like Dart or any of these other guys because I think he's the type of guy that needs his own guy in there. You understand? Like, he's going to eventually get rid of a guy like that and to bring his own draft pick guy in, and that's how he is. He's got to redo the entire shit before he can feel like, oh, okay, I like this team. We can win with this team. That's the type of guy he is. So I don't think it's a good choice for the Giants to get him, even though I think it would be great press and New York would fucking flip over it. I mean, you're getting one of the best coaches of all time, you know, but I don't think it's the right choice. I think there's about maybe 2 or 3 better people the Giants can get out there before they go and take a fucking shot at this whack job with his whacked out girlfriend and all the fucking issues that come with Bill Belichick now, which none of those issues, you know, listen, he always had issues, Bill Belichick, right? But he was the most winningest coach of all time in the NFL. So people gave him respect and gave him the love that they had to give him and everything. And nobody really talked, I mean, people talk bad sometimes about him, but you know, you heard nightmare stories here and there. But really, this version of Bill Belichick is like laughable. What he did with his girlfriend in that college and what he's been doing on air as far as like being interviewed and his girlfriend stepping in during the interview and all this weird shit where she looks like she's controlling him and all this weird shit. It's like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with that 3-ring circus because if I'm hiring you, I'm telling you, Bill, we want you to coach. We don't want you to be the fucking GM. We don't want you to bring your girlfriend around. Maybe bring it to a couple of barbecues. That's about it. But other than that, Bill, keep your pussy at home. We don't want her around the Giants facility or on the fucking sidelines or coming here for interviews or anything else. Or else we're not hiring you. If they can work that out in that way, then I say bring Bill Belichick right in for the Giants because he's alumni. He started there. He won a Super Bowl with them in 86. He won with them in 90. He was there, right? So, yes, bring him home to do it on his terms now, right? And give him that. I would give him that. And I would think that he would do good as a coach. But if you can get him to be just the coach and not all this other bullshit, and he'll agree to it and say, yeah, I'm not going to overstep my boundaries. I'm going to coach this team, and we're going to win a Super Bowl. You get him to do that, then yes, I say bring Bill in. But if he doesn't agree to that and say definitely 100%, I'm going to listen, you know, do what we want to do. I'm going to build a good team, and I'm not going to have any, you know, distractions whatsoever outside of football. I doubt that that'll happen. But if they can make that happen, yeah, that's great. But other than that, I don't think that's going to happen. So I think Steve Spagnuolo, that's who it is. Spagnuolo is fucking great, and that's who they should get. Steve Spagnuolo. Is that him? Yeah, Steve Spagnuolo. That's him. That's who the Giants should get. Spagnuolo. Bring that motherfucker on in. Mm-hmm. Bring that motherfucker. Dart is impressive. Scatterboo and Neighbors are nice. Yeah, they are. That's a pretty good core. It is a pretty good core. I got to give the Giants credit. That is a pretty good core. If you can, you know, think of that core. If they're like 4 seasons in and they played with each other and actually saw that they can win with each other, they would be pretty good, those guys. And you build around that. You get a pretty good running back, add in there. You know what I mean? Like, imagine they got another guy like fucking Brandon Jacobs out of nowhere. They got another Brandon Jacobs. Like, oh, my God, bro. They'd be set. the Giants. They're going to be good again, the Giants. I know it, because they're good every, like, 10 years. The Giants make a Super Bowl, and they're due pretty soon. So the Giants, they've always kept that track going, bro. They've always kept that amount of time going, but they're always in it, and they will be back. You can bet your ass in the next 2 or 3 seasons, the Giants will be primed for a Super Bowl. Watch with these guys. I know it. Shut up, phone. You're not even on. Thing's not even on, bro. All right, so has anybody had iPhone and also they had Android? Because I've had both now. I had Android for the last fucking 20 years of my life, Android technology phones, right? I switched to iPhone recently, about like 7 months ago, right? And I got to tell you, there's a lot of things that I love about the Apple technology and the way that it works and the cool features that it does have, because there are many cool features that my phone didn't have, right? My older phone. But I don't know, man, that Android software seemed like it flowed and just moved and interacted better than this does. But I'm no computer genius, so what the fuck do I know? You know what I mean? I'm going to scatter my boo. I'm going to scatter my goo. Scattergoo. Scattergoo. I'm going to scatter my goo. You want me to scatter your goo for you? Scattergoo. Scattering goo since 1992. Scattergoo. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
That's right, Hulk Hogan. We coming for you, and we smoking. And next thing you know, we at home fucking toking. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. And we coming for you. Hulk Hogan, we come. And then Hulk Hogan, we come. We coming for you now. Coming for you, Hulk Hogan, we come. Hulk Hogan! Yeah, Hulk Hogan, we. Hulk Hogan! We coming for you, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan! We coming for you. Hulk Hogan! Hulk Hogan! We coming for you. Hulk Hogan! We coming for you. Hulk Hogan! We coming for you.
I got rice, Roni.
We coming for Hulk Hogan. We coming for you. Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. We coming for you. Hulk Hogan. We coming for you. Hulk Hogan. We coming for you. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. Hulk Hogan, we coming on you. We scatterboo. I scatterboo on Hogan too. What you gonna do? We got the gotta scatterboo. I got the scatterboo all over you. I got the scatterboo. What you gonna do? Scatter this, scatter dudes. I scatter dudes too. I scatter girls and dudes. That's what I do. I'm bisexual too. I got a dart for you. You bend over like my neighbor, and I'ma stick it to you like a minute or later. I don't really care 'cause they call me Darth Vader. I'm like your father when I'm getting cum. Drop it all on the bathroom seat, my nickels. What's up, my nickel? My nickels, man, that's my nickel, baby. What's going down with my nickels, baby? That's my nickel. Straight up with the tickle. Sick.
Oh, shit.
Get this through your head, you Jew motherfucker!
Wow. Still 24-9. Holy shit. Raiders still getting their asses kicked. Third quarter's halfway done. Still the same score, 24-9. Cowboys over the Raiders. Man, the Raiders suck, dude. When does Stranger Things 5 come out? So Stranger Things season 5 will release in 3 parts. We know that. Volume 1 premiering on November 26, 2025. All right, so November 26, 2025. So next week. So a week from this Wednesday. Oh, so it comes out 12 o'clock that night because the next day is Thanksgiving. Okay, because next weekend's Thanksgiving. It's Turkey Day. Turkey leg day. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that. And, I said that to my wife. I'm looking forward to Stranger Things. And she's like, show sucks. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you don't even watch it. Like, what do you mean? And she's like, I never got into it. And I'm like, do you know what it's really all about and shit? And she's like, kind of. And I'm like, it's like about Montauk, right? Like, it was like based after the base on Montauk and shit. And she was like, I didn't know that. And I was like, yeah, like it was supposed to be called Montauk. And it was based after Montauk. Like the weird shit that was going on, and all those like weird project things. And my wife didn't know that, and I was like, "Why don't you watch this little documentary about it?" You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get her into it, and trying to get her to watch the old one before the new one starts. And she ain't giving it a shot, but really, that's what we should be watching. We're watching this new show called Yellow Jackets, which is about a team. Now, this is a show about I think, a women's or a girls' high school soccer team who crash lands in their plane, and they have to do all this weird, satanic, weird shit that happens on this island where they all are, and they all live through it. Not all of them live through it, but some of them live through it, and they come home, and now you see them like 20 years after, and what they're doing in their lives, and like how they're trying to hide their secret that you learn throughout the series. And I watched the first couple episodes, and it's suck the cock. It's a woman's show, so I couldn't really watch it that much. I really wanted to suck a cock after I watched it, but it's it's weird. It's all women. It's all fucking just. There's always sex involved in it, and there's always some kind of weird shit going on. This woman's going down on this one's bush. This guy likes that guy's cock. There's always all this weird shit, and I'm like, you know what? Can we watch Stranger Things from season 1? Can we watch these 5-10-year-old kids that are great? This show's fucking great. It brings you back to the 80s. 100% brings you back to the 80s. Can we watch that, please? And, she's like, nah, I'm not watching that. And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm not watching these yellow bush eating jackets anymore either. Okay? So there you go. So that's how that went. So, yeah. So, what up, Ken? This is my new account. I was Big Black Mark. All right. Well, hey, listen. Big Black Mark is gone, right? And now we got the whole new shit going on here. You know what I mean? We got the new shit going on here. You know what I'm saying? So, I like it. Hey, you let me know. That's good. You let me know that it's you. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you see people with new names in here, and they don't tell you, like, yo, I made a new name. I wouldn't even know who the fuck it is anymore. You know what I mean? So we coming for you. So thank you for letting me know. And the Knicks are losing right now, 113-115 to the Heat, which they still cannot beat the fucking Miami Heat, bro. It's just like, Jesus, bro. Damn, the Knicks fucking, it's like every fucking team in New York that's supposed to do something never does it. All this hype and never the fucking gusto. Fucking ridiculous. Even the Yankees suck cock. Crazy. Fucking crazy, man. ABEL SALAS fucking Jr.?
Season, bro.
You see it?
Long season.
You see it? You see it? You see it?
It's a long season, bro.
The hell are you What are you talking about?
About the Knicks, bro.
Oh, Knicks suck, bro. They suck. They're so hyped, bro. They hyped the fuck out of them here in New York. They said 60 wins, bro. Come on.
What's the record?
They don't look like they're going to be 60 wins the way they're playing now. I mean, that's what they said, man, beginning of the year. And you know what? I hope the Knicks are as good as these fucking guys in New York are saying they were going to be. I hope they're that good. I really hope they are. But I just don't see it. because they every game they play like a pretty decent team, they don't look good, and they get a lot of injuries, bro. They are injury prone. They just keep building up the injuries.
So I was gonna say is it's only gonna matter how healthy they are once they get to the playoffs. That's really what counts.
I was already dogging your Raiders out earlier.
Yeah, no, I heard you, man. I was listening.
Yeah, I'm not trying to shit on the Raiders. I'm just pissed that they can't fucking beat like a fucking this team, man. Like beat. Like, you gotta beat this team, bro.
That's reality, man.
They gotta beat this team, though. They should win this game.
Reality.
They should win this game.
The Cowboys were favored to win.
I can't believe it, though. How are they favored?
The Cowboys should be better, but they suck. Their defense is shit.
That's why I'm saying, bro.
They look good right now against the Raiders, who are weak. Geno Smith sucks, man.
I thought Geno still had it, bro. I thought Geno still had it, man. You know?
I was hoping.
I thought he still had. I thought because what's his name gave him a shot and said, no, this is the guy I'm going with. Like, I'm bringing this guy in, and this is who we're going with. I believe in this kid still that much that I'm telling you guys he's the starter of our team.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And I said, Pete Carroll says that, then I believe it. If Pete Carroll is sitting there selling me as a Raider fan, and I'm not a diehard Raiders fan, right? But you're selling me as a Raiders fan. You're telling me, bro, I'm telling you, the kid still got it. We're going to bring him in, and he's going to win games for us. That's what he said. And I believed him. You know what I mean? Because I thought Pete Carroll knew what he was talking about. You know? But obviously he doesn't know what he's talking about anymore because he doesn't have it, dude. He sucks, bro. He's not good, Geno. Mm-hmm. He's not good.
Yeah.
You know?
And I just heard this last week that they had a chance to sign Darnold here in the offseason. And shit, he's tearing it up with the Seahawks.
You know, he threw 4 interceptions the other day, I think.
Yeah, they lost, didn't they?
He looked like a Jet the other day, I will say that. He threw 4 interceptions in one game, bro. He looked pretty fucking bad. But yeah, he's been
playing pretty good.
He has, and he's been playing damn good. He's been playing Pro Bowl football, bro. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's like, really, you know? I mean, it's another Jet or Giant guy, Jets or Giants guy that goes out into the world and all of a sudden
becomes good.
Yeah, and it's like it happens.
Like Jones.
It happens too much, bro. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know why it happens that much, man. All these guys, they just don't play good in New York. They just can't handle it, or I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the press. Yeah. Maybe it's the way reporters are with these guys, or I don't know what it is, but it's something. And some of these players, they go to other teams and they fucking look great, man. Like, look at Danny Dimes, bro. They call him Indiana Jones now. Daniel Jones, bro. Look at that fucking guy, Daniel Jones, bro. The guy looks like a fucking unbelievable professional quarterback. Like, extraordinaire Pro Bowler. It's like, what the fuck, dude? That guy looks so bad as a Giant, dude. What? He was horrible.
I still don't have faith in Indianapolis now. And they got their running back is like in contention, I think, for MVP, isn't he?
He is. And you know what? They're definitely going to the playoffs. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, well, sure. They're going to win the division. So
they're definitely going to the playoffs. We know that, right? Now, let me put it to you this way. If Daniel Jones, is in the right headspace going into the playoffs and they're healthy, they can make a little run, but I don't think they'll make it to a Super Bowl. I think they could pull off an upset or two. I think they can make it pretty far in the playoffs, but I don't see them as a Super Bowl team. And if they think that they're a Super Bowl contender after just fucking 11 weeks, then you know what? They're jumping the fucking gun. Because, yes, they've played good, they've broken records, and they've done really good, but don't sit there and fucking tell me that you're a Super Bowl contender now. Stop.
They're going to need seasoning. They need experience.
Yeah. They need to play some games that are really have their backs up against the wall. And let me see Daniel Jones pull out a couple of those games and that team win a couple of those games first before you start fucking selling me that, you know, Indianapolis is a Super Bowl team. No, I'm sorry. No. They're good, and they look good, and they are in first place, and they're going to make the playoffs, but it remains to be seen. You know what I mean? And if you look at teams like look at teams like the Ravens, bro. Look how they're bouncing back, and they're gonna make a season for themselves. Still, the Ravens. You know what I mean? They're still in the hunt. They're still gonna be. I know as bad as they are, they're still in the hunt. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say them, the Chiefs, and the Lions right now. None of them, if the playoffs were to start today, would be in.
Yeah, which is shocking because you would think all three of them would be in.
Yeah, but they've all still got a chance to get in.
They do.
With all the time that's
As
left.
bad as the
And
Chiefs have been, bro, they still have a shot to turn the season around.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They do.
I still don't think they're going to win that division. I picked
No.
the Broncos at the outset of the
Yeah, I mean, look at the
season.
Broncos, bro.
And
Fucking 2-9, bro. I mean, 9-2, 9-2, bro. How good are they? And you know, I hate that fucking coach with a passion, bro. I can't stand that guy.
Oh, Sean Payton.
I fucking can't stand that guy, Sean Payton. He's such a big mouth
Hey.
fuck.
You know, I was playing here the other day, Madden,
Yeah.
and you know, between the plays and whatever, you know, they'll show the coaches and whatever, and they never showed Sean Payton. It was always some other guy. And I looked at the team and everything to see who was coaching it. It was some weird name, you know. And it was some dude with a beard. Yeah, and it was some guy with a beard. And so I was like, who the fuck is this? You know. So I go and look it up, and it turns out that he's a made-up character in the game to take the place of Sean Payton, because he is not eligible to be in Madden. He's not part of the coaches union.
Wow.
They said that they kicked him out of the coaches union
Because
back when he was in the Saints because of the cheating thing.
Wow.
So Sean Payton is not in Madden.
Dude, I mean, that's fucking.
I thought,
yeah, that's pretty
I was like,
crazy right
whoa,
there.
I was like, weird.
Bro, that is
never
fucking.
even-
Dude, that is weird.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that is pretty fucking sick. I mean, the guy's a scumbag. I just don't like him. He's a real fucking just me type of guy. And the movie they made about him was such bullshit, too. It was such bullshit. It was fucking sugar-coated.
Oh, is that the one that was supposed to be
Yeah, it
Kevin
was,
James?
it's a fucking joke, bro. They sugar-coated the fuck out of that movie, bro, and they made him look like he was such a good guy at the end of that movie, which was bullshit. It was about him being, you know, barred from being in the NFL, and he went and coached his son's football team. Yeah, he coached him to a championship.
Oh, in that year that he wasn't allowed to play. That he was
The
suspended.
great Sean Payton graced the normal people of a fucking everyday school with his presence. He graced them. Let's make a movie about it. Let's make a movie that this guy actually fucking stooped down to their level and fucking went out and actually acted like a human being and had a job. Oh, make a movie.
You didn't have anything else to do.
Christ. Fuck out of here, man. I love Hollywood. And who do we get to play him? Let's get Kevin James to play him. We'll make him a jolly fat guy. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, you know, and it's such bullshit,
You know,
dude. It really is. Give me a
I'm
break.
looking here at some of the teams here that the Colts have beaten. They haven't really beaten very many tough teams.
Well, I know one win was pretty
the
big
Rams
for them.
beat them. They beaten the Raiders, the Titans, the Dolphins, the Bengals. I mean,
Wow. You are right about that.
those are
Beat
all-
some
those
shit
are all,
teams
like,
right there, bro.
low-level teams.
Yeah, those are some shit. Yeah.
Okay, the Chargers. The Chargers are a little bit better, but they beat the Cardinals. Again, the Titans. Yeah, because that's in their division. Should they play them twice? The Steelers beat them. Okay, they beat the Falcons. And they're gonna play the
Aaron
Chiefs
Rodgers
here.
just got hurt. You know that?
They're gonna play the Chiefs this next week. Yeah, he got hurt.
Dude, I love what you did
his
with your
wrist.
helmets, bro. I love what you did with your helmets the other night. That was fucking awesome, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
awesome.
do that every week.
Yeah,
I do
that's
that every
awesome,
week
bro.
for the-
You know what?
for
We
the
got to make
schedule.
that a segment. If we like Saturday night when you come on, we got to fucking touch on that. We got to show that
Right on.
before. Yeah, we got to make that a segment. You got to remind me. If I don't mention it, you got to
Okay.
make sure you let me know.
Sure
'Cause-
thing, man. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
You can.
I
You
do
should
that
even
every
take
week,
a
yeah.
dude. You should take a photo of it and send it to me too, like so I could put
Okay.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that'll be sick.
Yeah, because I started off with the Thursday night game, you know, and I go top left going downward in
Yeah,
columns.
yeah. I saw how you
You know?
had it, bro. I was like, that's fucking awesome what he did there. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, and then here, like when the season is over, I'll do the playoffs. I'll have all the other helmets kind of sectioned
Dude,
off, and then I'll have like little playoff helmets.
bro? So when I was a kid, right, really young, I was diehard Giants. Like I watched the Giants every day as a kid, right? That was my team. Before I was a Jet fan, I became a Jet fan when I was about like 9, because my uncle, he took me to the Jets practice facility, which was down the block from my house, and I never knew it was down the block from my house, but it was.
Oh wow!
And he was a security guard in that area, so he knew people. So he got me into the practice facility, and I met all these different Jets. And I wasn't a Jet fan at that point. You know what I mean? Like I was not a Jet fan. But then when I was watching the Jet game, because I used to watch both Jets and Giant game, would always be on in my house. And in New York back then, the Jets and Giants never played the same time. Every fucking day that football was on, the Jets were always either 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock, and the Giants were either 1 o'clock or 4 o'clock. They were always opposite each other. They never played the same time, ever, because they always separated the two teams in New York, so you can watch a 1 o'clock game and a 4 o'clock game, right? Now they do it where they both play at the same time all the time, which sucks. And I don't know why they switched it, but they did. But back then it was like, and it was fun to watch. So I would watch both games, you know what I mean? And I became a Jet fan because I would see these guys that I met and that I saw, because I remember meeting the coach, and I took pictures and shit, and we talked to them. And I remember my cousin that was with me was talking to this player, and I didn't know who it was. And I come to find out it was the quarterback when I watched him on TV, and he took his helmet off. I was like, oh, that's the guy we were talking to. And I was a 9-year-old kid, so it left a huge impression on me, like, holy shit, the Jets. And I started liking the Jets. But I always loved the Giants, bro. I remember 86 like it was yesterday, bro. Like Lawrence Taylor. I remember the whole thing, dude, like it was yesterday. I was 9 years old. Matter of fact, in 86, I was 9 years old. So I remember the whole thing. Like a year later, I became a Jet fan and a Giant fan. But before that, I was just a Giant fan. And you know what I used to do? That's what reminds me. My family was like really poor, so I didn't have much, right? So I couldn't get like cool helmets and shit like that. But like you would put a quarter in a machine and get like a fucking NFL helmet out of it back then as a kid. Like they would have those little, like fucking little things you would open, and it would be like a helmet in there with like a logo on it. So I had like those, right?
Plastic egg or whatever.
Yeah, I had those fake little plastic ones, and I would have the Jets one and the Giants one, and underneath them. On my door in my room, I would put the Giants helmet and the Jets helmet on the door, like thumbtack it to the door, and I would put paper underneath it and keep track of every single game for the Jets and Giants, to where I would write down the score of the game and like some of the highlights. And then I would do that every fucking week. And then I would take those papers and put them in with all these every year, every week, every year. I would mark down the scores, the highlights, my favorite player, all that shit. And I would keep track of it until I was like 16 years old. I did that. I did it for like 7 straight years almost, where I just wrote down every single stat, kept track of the Giants and Jets like religiously, bro, where I knew every single player, every single coach, every single fucking bench player, every single practice facility player, all this shit. I was so into it that it was just numbers. It was all, And you know what? I was like that with the Mets too. Like I got and the Islanders. Like I just kept track of, and I used to do that for my hockey team, because I was on a hockey team like from 5 all the way to like 21 years old, the same team. And I used to keep track of everybody's stats on our entire team, bro. I was the stat guy. Because I loved my own stats, and I would keep track of my own stats. And so I would always like look at other people's shit too. And I would be like, yo, you have like this, or, you have this many, penalties in the last 4 games. Like I would know shit about people that I was playing with that they wouldn't even know about themselves. Because I used to keep track of stats. I was a stat guy, bro. I really was. I was a stat guy. I probably could have.
You were a stat guy all around, yeah.
Yeah, back then I probably could have made a lot of money betting on sports, because I knew, like when somebody
into it.
Yeah, dude, like when somebody would mention a spread like, say, the Bengals and the Chiefs are playing each other, and they would mention the spread, I would like instantly right away know whether they were going to cover that spread or not, whether the person would upset them or not, and I would be able to like bet games and win. Like my father remembers we used to get these ticket stubs where there'd be like 17 games on it, and you can bet all of them, or you could bet 4 of them, or you could bet 5 of them, and if you hit like all of them in a row, your odds go up how many teams you bet, right? Dude, we bet like 14 games. I hit 13 out of 14 like so many times. And my father would always win his money back. And I would hit like 13 out of 14 so many times, bro. But I never hit the 14 for 14, which is hard to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to get all 14 games right in a day. It's almost...
Oh, shit, the Raiders just scored a touchdown.
Well, that's nice. It's almost... You know that, dude. It's almost impossible to get 14 games right in a week.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I went 13-1 like 5 or 6 times, man, back in the day. And my father always used to say, like, damn, you know your football, man. Like, I imagine if fucking DraftKings was out back then, bro, I would have won money, bro, big money. But now, if I go and I bet now, dude, I would shit it up because I don't know the shit like I used to know it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know modern day guys like I used to know them. Like, I don't know the tedious shit about every single team. You know, I just don't. Right. I lost it. I just lost it over the years. I stopped playing Madden. I stopped, like, updating the rosters. You know, because back then you used to have to update your own rosters on Madden. You would have to go and trade players to their teams and put them on their teams, quarterbacks and players that weren't on their teams anymore. You'd have to do it yourself. There was no way of updating it. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one of the nice features now is that you go on there every Thursday. They update it.
Yeah,
they update.
That's what I love about it now, bro. Because I used to have to do that with hockey, with baseball, with football, and I'd be the guy to do it because I'd be like, bro, I'm still working on all the rosters because we would do like seasons, like a 30-season thing, and like, you know, we wanted the rosters right. You know, like if we're starting it off that way, you got to have everything the right way. You know, so and it was all manual. All fucking manual, bro. It was tedious shit, but I used to love it.
Oh, I know, dude.
You know, I used to love it, bro.
I do that with like NBA Live and shit.
Yeah, I used to love that shit. And then we got into simulating. Have you ever simulated?
Yes.
Oh, I love that shit, bro.
We would do like the whole fucking season, man.
Yes, we would do it on Madden, bro. Yeah, we would do it on Madden. Me and my friend Noel, we started simulating on Madden, and I was like, bro, isn't it weird that we just simulate now? And he's like, bro, I love this. It's like we're GMs. And we would do, on the same Madden, right? We were able to have 2 different franchises and own them and actually operate them as GMs, where we would make all the changes and do all the shit to our own team, and then we would simulate that game. And we would see what would happen. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then before you knew it, dude, like, you know how you used to you could do 30 seasons on Madden back then?
Yeah.
So, like, we would be like 20 seasons in GMing a franchise in simulation, and it would be fucking so much fun. And, like, when we were done simulating for like 4 hours, we would freeze the game and save it where it is, and then continue it the next time we got together and smoked bongs and simulated. You know, it was fucking awesome. It really was awesome. You'd do your own draft. You'd trade your own players. You'd have to sign your own players. You could even move your franchise back then if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I moved the Jets at one point.
You change your uniform.
And I moved the Jets, bro, and I changed their logo. I changed everything about them and everything, bro, and became a whole new team and fucking... You know, my friend Noel, I think he took like Buffalo or something, and then eventually he changed like their stadium, their logo, their fucking name, and like it was crazy. You could do all kinds of shit on Madden back then. I don't know if you could still do that on Madden.
I think I moved the franchise I think I remember moving one to San Antonio.
Yeah, that's cool because then back then what was cool about Madden was you would have different areas like asking you, hey, come here and we'll give you, you know, this much money and this kind of contract if you come to like Arizona, you know, or if you go to, it was like really cool the way they did Madden back then, bro. I don't know if they still do that anymore because I haven't played in years, but
I hadn't even tried that. When I get on there, I just mostly just play play either my franchise season or
Yeah.
just, the play now option where I play whatever game that I want to play here. Like,
See, that
if I
was,
have
that's what
interest
was
in a
fun.
game here during the week.
That's
like,
what was fun about Madden, bro, because you could play it on your own. Like, you didn't need to play against other people. You know what I mean? You could just play it on your own. You know, because
This
you
other
have
cool feature
season.
they have, yeah. This other cool feature they have is that, like, every week when you go to the play now option, it'll pop up the upcoming week's matchups.
Oh, really?
You know what? Yeah, for whatever the season is, and it'll have your team first. Like, it'll say favorite team's game. Like, mine here was the Cowboys and the Raiders that popped up first. But then you had all the other games there for the week and where they were and everything. Like, Washington was over there in Spain as the early game for Sunday morning. They had the Thursday game and so forth. But it was all the schedule. It's the week schedule.
Yeah,
So
that's
like
pretty
tonight,
sick. Yeah.
if I go to play here after this game is over, it'll be for the next week.
Yeah.
It'll show what this next week's schedule will be.
Waiting.
And it'll have you play it with game accurate rosters. Like,
Yeah,
they say,
I love that.
You've got a guy that in real life is out right now for a month or something. He's not available there for this week.
That's sick. Yeah, I love that shit.
And it does all that shit automatically. That's really cool.
Yeah, back in the day, bro, we used to have to fucking do all of that ourselves, man. It used to suck. But I enjoyed it. Like I said, I used to enjoy it, man. I didn't mind doing it.
Oh yeah.
I would do NHL because we would do a tournament, and every team had to be ready to go, man. And I would know all the trades too, man. I wouldn't have to look any of them up. Like, I would know, oh, this guy's here, this guy's there, this guy's there. Like, I would know all of them, because I was so into it at that time,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. I was gonna say, man, it's funny, like, how into sports you are, I guess, as a young guy. Because I know, at least I was. I guess if you're into sports, you're just into it, And since you have more time, I guess, as a kid,
I think
you
that
can, like, look at all
that's
that
got to
shit
be
and
what it
all that
is.
stuff.
That's got to be
You
what
got more free time.
Yeah.
You got more free time to look at all that stuff.
Yeah.
There was I think it was NBA Live '95. It was really cool. Okay, like, Jordan wasn't on the game, right?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So what you would do is go into the creative player and go to Chicago, and you put number 23, and then the thing would go tick, 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 and it would automatically turn into Jordan. And it had all of his stuff on there automatically.
I remember
and I did that with Charles Barkley.
I remember.
And I said, man, how many other people are hidden? I went and did that with Magic Johnson, Kareem, Worthy. I had Bird on the game. I had all, like, the classic players on all the teams.
Yeah, I remember doing that shit with my boys back in the day too.
I had Frazier and Willis Reed there with the Knicks.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh yeah, I used to love playing that shit.
Yeah, those games were fun, bro. Like, that's when games were really, for some reason, they weren't as good as the games from now. The games look better now and everything, but they were better.
Right.
Yeah, there's better graphics, but for some reason, those games were, like, I don't know, they were just so much funner to play, like NHL. Back in the day, me and all my friends would play NHL. And we're talking like NHL 95, NHL 96, NHL 97, NHL 98, NHL 99. And, like, if you go play NHL right now, it sucks. It sucks. Yeah, it's fucking horrible compared to the way it was, bro. I remember NHL being one way for the longest time during the 90s, right? And then all of a sudden in 2000, Sony came out with, like, a whole new setup of NHL. And it was weird. And once you got used to it, though, it was fucking awesome. Once you got used to it. I don't know what. No, it wasn't 2K. It was EA Sports, but it was, like, right around 2000, 2001, this game. It came out, like, and it was totally different than EA Sports version of it, and it was like, whoa, what the fuck? And
Sega had their
and it turned into, oh shit, this shit's hard, but you know what? It's so much funner now. Now you can do, like, where you can, like, deflect the puck, and shit looks realer now, and the way the players move is realer, and the way the puck moves is, everything got a little bit realer, but it was harder, but it was funner. And it was fun to play because you were learning and you were experiencing shit and, like, and then it got to shit. It turned to shit after a while. And I think the latest version of the NHL game is it probably looks amazing. The play is probably amazing to it too, but like learning it, I don't know. I don't think it is as fun as it used to be. Not to me though. Maybe to these young kids, it's just as fun. I don't know, but I don't see kids playing NHL against each other like we all used to. I don't see that. We used to have tournaments with like 20 guys. I don't see that shit no more. You know what I mean? Like I don't see that shit no more.
Yeah, man, we all used to do that shit.
Yeah, I don't see people. These young kids don't do that.
Play games, and then you'd have like the next guy come up, and you'd have your own teams and everything. Everybody playing.
I don't see these young guys doing that really anymore. Like I don't see people like frat guys and all these people,
maybe?
college people. Yeah, I guess because you could play each other online now easier, so it's not like a big deal when everybody gets together and plays. Because most of the time back then you were just playing by yourself. You didn't have online.
Because that's always the thing. Also, as soon as you turn on Madden, do you want to play also, online this and whatever, head to head.
Yeah.
I never do because I'm getting internet connection here off my phone or my iPad. You know what I mean? So I'm not like really running very fast to where I could be able to play. And plus the data that they let you do that shit using hotspots off of here is really limited. So.
Holy shit, I didn't know that you could do this with this, bro. This is the weirdest thing ever, man. I learned something new about fucking Discord every day, bro. This is the weirdest shit. I didn't know that I can fuck with the size of shit and where it is with the thing itself. That is so fucking weird, bro. I just, wow. Learned something new every day.
What's up?
No, I'm just learning new shit about Discord every day. Discord's got like a lot of cool shit to it that you don't know about like until you like fuck with it, It's like you gotta fucking
play around.
Constantly learning. It's like I'm fucking constantly learning new shit about Discord. But it's still one of the best things I've ever used, to be honest, because it just makes things so much easier.
Seems like it's been working pretty good.
It does, right? You guys could hear all the donations now. You got right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's fucking awesome. Yeah. Like no one was ever able to hear that shit ever for like fucking 8 years, bro. It's so fucked up.
I would get quiet because I would know something was happening. I could tell something was going on, so I would just
people after a while that were on for a while would always figure that out, But like people that weren't on that much and they wouldn't know, they'd just keep talking, and I'd be like, "Oh fuck!"
Talking over it,
yeah. And I wouldn't be mad because like they don't know, you know what I mean? But it's like, but now, I mean, you hear everything, so it's like, and it's weird that Discord lets you do that, but all these other things didn't. Skype wouldn't let me do that. Fucking StreamYards didn't let me do that. All these other things wouldn't let you do that, but Discord does. That's pretty cool, and it's free. Okay. Discord's awesome.
Hell yeah. Is there, have y'all said there's a soundboard on here?
Yeah, there is.
You can like put drops on. Where's that? Do you have to have the paid version that?
No, I don't think you do. You don't need the paid version, I don't think. I think it's listed. Where is it listed again? Let me see. What is it listed under again? Oh, it's underneath like where your video connected is, like where you see your camera. Is your camera turned on? Shit like that, like where it says that.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh yeah, I don't need my camera on right now. That's where it is. It's like underneath that, I think. Oh, it says soundboard all the way to the right, where it shows your camera and all those like little features, those 4 boxes.
I'm only seeing a camera, a mic, and then like I guess the text bubble, and then the thing for games and the icon to hang.
Oh, you might have to.
I don't have a.
That's weird because. That's like that soundboard should be open to you underneath my server, my Discord. That's weird. I don't know why you can't see it. That's weird. Let me see. Maybe it's a setting. Soundboard. Oh, I got the soundboard settings. Let me see. I think it says that anyone could see it. I don't know why.
Mello had it.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't see it. It says that anybody can see it.
Wonder if I'm about to fuck something up. Let's see.
That's weird. Oh, you know what? It's also underneath where you go for videos, like where our actual video is. Like if you go on, like on our actual video, if you go down, there's a soundboard option right there. You see that or no?
No.
No, it's underneath like where our actual video is.
Oh, see, so now when I connect it this other way.
Yeah, like
No,
look, when I go like this.
It doesn't show up on my iPad either. I tried connecting through my iPad, but it's not working. You don't see
I
it
love
there
you,
either.
lamp.
I love you, lamp.
I love lamps. I
All
love
right, there we go.
Lovely lamps. Lovely lamp. Lovely.
No, I was just wondering because if so, I was gonna see about loading some drops on there or something.
Yeah, you know, I think they limit you to how many you can put on there. Because, I mean, I was going to put everything on there, but I think it limits you.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it limits you. Because it, like, limited me on, I think, the drops. And I think it also limited me when I was putting, what are those called again? Memes. I was putting memes in the meme area.
Yeah.
And it limited me to that, too, for some fucking reason. So...
I'm guessing it's that thing. Like I said, you need to get the turbo. If you get Discord turbo, and you'd be unlimited with all that shit.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. You know, because they make you pay.
Yeah.
Like if you do pay for it, I think you do get better feature. You know, better shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is Mello paying for it?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I was gonna say that you could probably ask, because he did say that the other day that you needed to have a turbo to get to
Oh,
use
maybe he
something.
is, because I know he loves backgrounds and shit. You know, maybe he is doing that. I don't know. Well, I gotta ask him. I don't know. He might be. He might be. It might be worth to do it. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll do it. You know, just so. If I do
Just
it,
to have all
maybe,
the features.
yeah, and maybe it'll give us the big ass soundboard that you guys can use too. You know what I mean? So I'd rather other people work a soundboard. You'd be honest, and if it's in there, shit, use it. You know, like why not?
Yeah.
33 to 16, 10 minutes left in the quarter, right?
Yeah, they just got a fucking safety there on the Raiders.
2 points they
Now
get,
the Raiders
Dallas.
punted
You believe
again.
that shit? Fucking 2 points. That's funny.
Let's see. Where is this shit? I wanted to see how much it costs.
Yeah, I don't think it's that much
What do you
money.
get?
I think it was pretty cheap from what
Oh,
I.
nitro, not turbo.
Oh, it's nitro.
Okay.
Yeah.
$9.99 a month,
That's not bad.
and then you get 500 megabytes of uploads, unlimited super reactions. I don't know what that means. HD video streaming, 2 server boosts, custom profiles, and more.
What does that mean? Server boost. The fuck is that?
I don't know.
Fuck's a
2 server boosts.
The fuck is
Yeah.
a server boost? You know? Like maybe they make your server better or something? That's weird. Okay. It's fucking weird. But yeah, I'm going to look into that, man. I might as well get it if it has like good features and it'll give access to more things for us. That would be fucking cool. Just for that price, that's not bad. At least buy it for a month and see how it
Okay.
is, you know?
These boosts contribute to the server's, quotes, level, granting it features like more emoji slots, higher quality streaming, a server banner, and more.
There you go. So it actually makes your going like your live streams better. It'll actually make like the scenes better and shit, right?
I guess so. That's what it
Yeah,
sounds like.
that's fucked,
The boosts
man.
benefit the entire community of the server, not just the person who purchased it.
Oh shit.
It's a community perk.
I'm doing it. I gotta do it. That's a gotta do. You know what I mean? Because if it's gonna open up that we can put more memes and put more sound bites in there, like we have to do it. I gotta do it. It's worth it. You know what I mean?
more emoji slots, animated server icons, server banner, higher quality streaming, improved audio quality, custom role icons, custom invite backgrounds. Server administration can also spend boost to unlock features like custom role styles and server tags. Okay.
I mean, it sounds
and
good.
I guess if
for that
like
price.
other people buy it also, because it's like not just you, right? Because it says like you get 2. I wonder if that means you get 2 a month, and you can like stockpile them.
Why?
Because then it says like level one requires 2 boosts, level 2 requires 7, level 3 requires 14, and so like I said, as you unlock higher levels, you get more of these other things. So that's what I'm saying. I wonder if, like, since you're paying by the month and every month you're getting 2 boosts, if you just, the first month you go ahead and spend the first 2 to get the level 1, and then you have to like kind of wait for 4 months until you have 8 so that you can then get the second level. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and that matters? Like, what do you get with that?
It says level 7 unlocks perks like a server banner and more emoji sleep. It says that specifically.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Well, that's what it says here on Google. You know what I mean? When I just put what is a server boost on Discord.
Oh. Well, I mean, either way, it sounds like it's a better thing to get.
Yeah,
like to give us more spots and shit. Yeah.
It adds to the whole thing. Like I said, yeah, your streaming is better and so forth.
Yeah, that's sick.
And you have more space for uploads, 500 megabytes. See, like I said, right now you're probably limited.
Yeah.
So with 500 megabytes, you probably have a lot of space to put up more stuff on the
yeah, that'll be cool. I'm gonna do it for that reason. Definitely, that's definite. I got to do it for that reason. Then we'll have more on the soundboard and more fucking emojis, all that shit. That'll be cool. Cause I know they limited me, and I was like, oh fuck, they limit you on this? What the fuck? So now I know why.
Yeah, because we're just running on the free thing right now.
Exactly. So yeah. Well, anyway, I gotta fucking bounce off. I gotta be at work again at 6 in the morning tomorrow. Yay.
Right on, man. Well, good chopping it up with you as always.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, bro.
Sure, man.
And
take it easy.
What did your Redskins do this week? Oh, they lost, didn't they too?
Oh, they lost in overtime there to the Dolphins in Spain.
I cannot.
They went to overtime.
Dude, I cannot believe that the Redskins lost to the fucking Dolphins, bro. That was just.
Yeah, well, they're just hurt, man. They're just way hurt. They got bit by the injury bug so bad. That fucking dislocation of Daniel's arm. Did you see that when it happened?
Yeah,
did you
dude.
See that was gruesome, man.
Yeah, that was, dude.
That shit is so fucking gross. Like,
that was.
Have you seen those Terrifier movies?
The what?
Those Terrifier movies?
I never look. I saw parts like different parts of the movies, but I never saw them in full.
Okay, well, I'll say in part 2, the guy like kills Bliss Broad. That's like one thing that he does is like he snaps her arm like right in the middle there at the fucking elbow, and he like works it and works it and works it back and forth until he like just rips the fucking arm off right there. And like I said, when I just saw his arm bend back like that, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was bad. That reminded me of like the Scadaboo shit when I saw Scadaboo's fucking foot. That shit was just like, it was fucking horrific, man. That shit is no joke, bro. Yeah, that shit is.
Lucky.
I don't know how some of those
didn't need surgery.
Dude, I don't know how some of those players don't.
Dislocated.
I don't know how they come back from that, bro. Like some of these players, bro. You know?
Yeah. Well, like I said, he's lucky. It was just a dislocation. Nothing was.
Yeah, he's fucking. Yeah, he's extremely lucky, bro.
No type of surgery.
Yeah.
And that it was on the non-throwing arm.
Yeah.
The left arm.
Yeah.
So that's also very lucky.
But still, it still looked fucking gruesome, though, man. It was just not fucking. It was just.
Yeah. So,
God damn, dude.
Yeah, they're without him. They haven't really had what's his called McLaurin around.
Yeah.
Fucking what's his face broke his collarbone the other day. His brother plays for the Niners.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I forget his name.
But yeah. Anyway, McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had all these injuries and shit. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not mad at them.
No, I mean, you know, it happens. Like when you get hit with,
Yeah.
like, look at the Giants, bro. They'd be much better, and their coach would probably still be around. But you know, it's like those injuries, bro. Like that's not good, especially when you get a young guy who like gets like, oh, he didn't get a concussion, but he's out this week because it's, you know, we got to take precaution, right? When that shit starts on a young guy like fucking Dart, that shit could keep going on, man, until that fucking person is just gone. They don't play no more. They can't play no more. They're fucking getting hit so many times. And this kid Dart, he takes so many hits, bro, and he doesn't protect himself. And whatever coach they bring in, man, that coach better fucking get it into this kid's head. Dude, protect yourself. Don't fucking keep running into brick fucking walls. You're going to get killed. This is the NFL. These guys look to fuck you up. This ain't college. You know, somebody's got to tell this kid that. He keeps running into these guys, bro, thinking he could run right through them. And he does run through some of these guys if you watch Dart play. But sometimes these guys, he leaves himself wide open, bro, and they're just like, boom, like a freight train, you know?
Yeah.
So he better start protecting himself if he wants a career in the NFL. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, you got to get down, man.
Yeah. All these guys, bro. Fuck that shit.
Right.
Anyway.
All right, man. Well,
all
hey,
right,
brother.
dude. I'll talk to you soon.
Good talking with you.
ABEL,
Yeah, I'll
SALAS.
send you that picture here.
Yeah.
I'll send you that picture here of the.
Yeah, send me that.
schedule
Yeah, I'm going to
for
put it on, like, for next Saturday night. So we could show that
man.
shit. All right, dude.
Right on.
Later.
Take it easy.
ABEL, SALAS.
Junior. Hey, Junior. That's ABEL, SALAS, Junior. Hey, fucking Junior. Hey, Junior. ABEL, SALAS, Junior. Who the fuck are you, ABEL, SALAS, Junior? ABEL, SALAS, Junior. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? My NyQuil. My NyQuil. My NyQuil. That's my NyQuil. My NyQuil. All right, Raiders suck. And everybody have a good Tuesday. Everybody have a great Tuesday. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And we'll see you guys soon. I'll probably be live probably like Wednesday, Thursday. Everybody stay cool till then. Hit that like button, guys. Thank you for joining me. Shout out to the chat, everybody in it. See you guys soon. Me love.
What? You're not supposed to eat those anymore.
You want me to lick your asshole?
What? You're not supposed to eat those anymore.
Casey is raw. Stop eating assholes, bro. You middle America fucking verklempt motherfucker. I gotta get up at... Nah, I'm not staying on. No, don't call me, dude. I'm getting off. No. I gotta be up at 6 in the morning, bro. Normally, I would stay on a little bit later, but I gotta be up at 6 in the morning, so I can't. Why are you calling me now at the end of the fucking thing? Dude. No. No, you're banned from the show, bro. You're not coming on either. Stop sending me messages, you fat fuck. You know I'll show him. Keep sending them, I'll show him.
I didn't.
No, you did too.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
Yes, you did.
Get this through your head, you Jew motherfucker, you. You only exist out here because of me. That's the only reason. You motherfucker!
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
no matter what. No matter what. No matter what.
Double Trump chocolate?
And he comes in his asshole.
Mm-hmm.